Okay, you guys, so we are back with our usual morning video. It is 8:09 a.m. here in Kingston, Jamaica, and I slept last night, and I'm up and I'm ready to go. The hair is faded, which is a bit stressful to me. Can you imagine? It's just my hair being faded, and it's a bit stressful to me. Oh my God. I just love to see my hair having some nice, you know, I love to see it with a nice texture and a nice color. And it needs something. I'm gonna figure it out maybe today. I can help myself. I can do stuff to help myself in such a way that people would not even know I did it myself. But guys, I'm doing much better. Thanks be to God. Great things He has done. If you hear any sound in the background, that's the washing machine. Yes, so if you hear any sound in the background, that's the washing machine. So, if you have been keeping up, guys, you would remember my visit to the hospital and all that, and the heart palpitations. And the hospital said they did everything to help me, which they did not. And they didn't, because I got home and I fixed my problem, which I did on my own. But there are some other things that I want to do. So there is a Heart Institute in Jamaica. They're very good. And I'm going to talk to them today to see if there's any additional tests or anything else I can do just to ensure that everything is okay. So I'm going to reach out to the Heart Institute today and hear what they have to say, because I'm not leaving my health to those physicians anymore. And I'm going to go back to my previous endocrinologist, because let me tell you something. My previous endocrinologist, Dr. Patricia Pascar, she is expensive. Make no mistakes. She cost an arm and a leg. But you see, when I was seeing that woman, I was the best version of myself. I had excellent health, I had excellent energy, I was fire. I never had any of these issues. And even when I started going to the hospital, and the hospital was like, doing this test, do that test, and she was saying, no, you don't need to do any of those tests. You just need to follow up with your treatment on your thyroid function, because if you're having heart palpitations and whatever is going on with the heart, it's coming from the thyroid. So let's fix the thyroid, right? And if you're having gut issues and skin issues, then you need to see a dermatologist, and you need to see I forgot what they call the gut specialist, right? So that's who I should have stuck with. But you said to me, no, give us a chance to work with you. And I believe them. I honestly believe them. And make no mistakes. The team of endocrinologists at UE, when I go there, they are very thorough. They don't miss a beat. They don't skip a beat, right? But then I've now woken up to the realization that if they're not there, I'm fucked. Pardon my French, and that's just the truth. If that team, or if someone from the team of endocrinologists is not there, I am fucked. Okay? And I've realized that recently, because after being there for so many hours, and I'm saying to you, I've been having chronic anxiety. My anxiety mimics all the signs of a heart attack. And you're telling me that not even once it never crossed your mind to say, let's give this girl some, what they call it, Valium, right? It's something that you take for anxiety, you take it for sleep, and it helps to relax you. Let's give this girl a shot of that. Let's put her on the, overnight heart monitoring and see if it is anxiety. No, no. I came home. You guys remember I said to you guys, I'm going to get down in prayer. one thing about me, I try. I tell myself that I want to stop using expletives. I want to stop using expletives, but it seems as though I can't. And I have my father to blame for that. I have my father. Yes, I have to blame my father for, you know, being such an expletive user. Not my mother. You see that soft, sweet side of me? That's my mother. There's a very dangerous side of me. That's my father. And when you hear the expletives rolling off my tongue, that's my father. I have to blame him for it. My father is the king of expletives, and it's true. He's very short-tempered and all of that. But he has changed. He has changed. He's not using the expletive so much. He's not using it so much. And I don't know. My mom's death has caused him to convert. You know that my mom has always been a Christian, and my father would go to church with her occasionally. And the church would try to convince him to get baptized, and he would be like, no, because he doesn't like some things of a church. Make no mistakes, the things that he was saying, he wasn't wrong about them. But no, since my mom's passing and all, my mom did great with him. And I say every day, like, I still talk to my mother, even though she's not around. And I would say, you did great with him. And I would say, Mama, guess what Dada do know? Dada pray every day and pray for your kids and all of that. And he does pray for us consistently. And when he prays for us, he prays for us in the sense of his wife, kids. He feels, I think what he feels is that his wife has left him with the responsibility of her kids, even though they're adults. So he feels responsible for her kids, and he's like, cover them, Lord, cover, my wife's kids, and he calls her name, and he prays, and he doesn't get down on his knees and pray, but he does pray, and I've seen the improvements, the improvement coming from him. I have to say it is just very, very shocking to see. It's very delightful to see at the same time. And I have to say kudos to him for stepping up to being such an amazing human being. He has always been an amazing human being, made no mistakes. You know what I'm doing, guys, as I'm talking to you? I am on Temu website. You know why I'm on Temu website? It's because you guys know that I have a bit of a sixth sense. Anyone who has been following me knows that I have a bit of a sixth sense. So my sixth sense is telling me that come 2026, we're going to have a heat wave that we are just not going to be prepared for. We have no idea what's coming our way 2026. That's what my common sense is telling me. And I kept dreaming something about flies. They're going to use flies they're going to have some giant flies to do something. I don't know what they're going to use the giant flies to do or to combat. It says though they're going to use giant flies to fix something or to combat something. And because of the excessive heat that we're going to have in 2026, I think we're going to see some new things on the horizon. So I will say to you guys, I don't know, but sometimes it's just some things that I feel pulled, I feel drawn to certain things. And the thing is that from my experience, I realize that when I don't listen to my intuition, it's as though I suffer for it. And I'm not the only person who noticed this, because it has always been a thing ever since I've been in the corporate world. I would go to work and I would say, oh, I don't think I should be coming to work tomorrow. And there were times I would say to them, is this month earthquake month? And everyone would ask me, like, why are you getting up out of nowhere talking about an earthquake? And then later that day or the following day, we'll have an earthquake, and they'll look at me and like, you need to start following your mind. You need to start listening to yourself, because I would just say stuff and they would just happen. Sometimes I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I honestly don't know how to explain it sometimes, but I would say to you guys, try to stock up on, period cups. Try to stock up on period cups, and try to keep some. Try to keep nappies that can be washed. Those nappies that you have to wash. Even if you don't believe in it, try to keep some. Try to keep basic medicine and antibiotics at home as much as you can. So try to keep medicine for pain, inflammation, and any illness that you have. If you can try and keep at least 3 months of that medication at home for that illness, please do so. I don't know, but I feel like 2026 is gonna be a year of good, and so I feel like it's gonna be a year of good and challenges as well, some challenges. And I think that when you're somewhat prepared ahead of time, it makes the challenges easier. I don't know what the challenges are gonna be, but if I know more, I'll share with you guys if I know more. But yeah, I think some people don't believe in God. Some people they don't believe in God, and they have no time of day for God. And I would normally question those people, and I would normally look at them and give them side eye. But occasionally I'm pulled back to, just not questioning them, because if you listen to them, sometimes you would question things yourself and say, God, why? And then you have to resort back to the Bible to see why. So oftentimes when people question God, it's because they're disconnected from the Bible. I've questioned God a lot. I've done it a lot. Like, I would say to God, I've prayed so much. I've begged you for healing, and I've done all the right things. I've walked the straight and narrow path. And there are times when I would say I'm a perfect person because I don't do this and I don't do that. And then I'm confronted with the reality that you're not perfect as you think you are. You're just messed up sometimes as everyone else, because sometimes I see some things and I say, I would see people in situations and I would say, I have no patience for that. I don't know how that person deal with that. If it was me, I would be just doing something else. I would be going off. I would be fighting. I would be this and I would be that. Then I realized, oh, no, girl, you're not walking the righteous walk. You're not doing the righteous thing. But I think that next year we're going to be in for some problems with heat. And I think that the people in the tropics, we can feel it already because I've never experienced, like genuinely, I've never experienced a December where I was hot. Never. This December, it started off cool, and then as the month progressed, I felt hot. And I believe that that is just one of the weirdest things ever. Yesterday, I didn't sleep until I didn't go to sleep until about midday. And I woke up in the afternoon about sometime after 3 p.m. and it was scorching hot. And I was like, where the heck did this temperature come from in December? That's not usual. That's not usual, you know? And I've been observing it and I've been tracking the weather forecast because you guys know you can track the weather forecast into next year to have a sense of what it's going to be like. And what led me to start tracking the weather forecast into next year, it's because I think it was 2 weeks ago that I was sitting here and I saw a pop-up on my screen saying, embrace yourself for heat for the next 3 days. And I'm like, what? Heat in December? So what's going to happen to us? What's going to happen to us in June, July, August, September? What's going to happen to us? And then I'm like, Lord God, are we going to get hit with another major hurricane? We can't deal with another one, you know? But I don't know. I don't know about next year. It's around the corner and I don't know about it. I just don't know. So I would say track the weather forecast into next year for yourselves and try to be prepared for the heat. Try to have some emergency medication. Try to have some protective gears like gloves, mask, sanitizers, Lysol, and, take the approach of the Jamaican people, I would say, because what we do is we wash our hands. Once we go outside, we wash our hands when we get back inside, and we take off our clothes. We don't wear our outside clothes inside. We take off our clothes and we shower. And even if we're not going to shower immediately, we wash our hands, we wash our face, and then we put on something that we normally wear inside the house, but not in the bed. Because sometimes people get off the road from work, they come home to prepare dinner. So sometimes they would not shower before that. And then after completing dinner and stuff, or when the dinner is close to completion, they would just rush into the shower because they know that after eating, they may fall asleep. So I would say take the Black people approach or the Jamaican people approach. Wash your hands as often as you can. Get your mask, get your Lysol, spray your windows and your doors down. Wipe down your windows and your doors with some disinfectants and a small amount of bleach if and when you can. Or if you're lazy or tired or don't have the health, you just spray it down with some Lysol. You spray down and you can spray it down on the outside and on the inside as well. But yes, guys, that's it. I just wanted to do a bit of chit chat with you today and get ready for the summer because it seems it's going to be really dread. It seems as though it's going to be really, really, really dread. But that's it.